Hi there, DeFi IoT. Again, I apologize for only getting a couple videos out this week. As you can hear, my voice has just come back. My throat's still scratchy, so it might make me cough. Still battling with this, but I want to talk today about where are we looking the second half of 2022, because there's a lot of new projects popping up, but nothing has shown itself. And Helium's struggling. Planetwatch, I think, is just poo-pooing all over themselves. They're reeling, trying to save what they have, so it's high risk right now. And where else can we invest at? What are we going to look at for passive investment? A lot of factors out there right now, and I want to talk about that, on where you might want to look, where we're looking at right now for the rest of 2022. And it's going to be crypto. I'm going to give you a spoiler alert right now. It's going to be crypto and non-crypto. Some traditional investments maybe to look back on right now, going forward the last half of 2022 is what we're currently doing. So let's talk about that right now. All right, I hope I can get through this video. I'm trying to record these two videos back to back. We are here in our investment property. As I mentioned earlier in the last video, we took control of the property back again. We got the renters out. It was really kind of funny because, you know, opportunity can be right in our hands, and we just poop on it because we don't believe it can actually be real. And I think that is affected, you know, that was something that we all kind of went by, a rule of thumb that we went by, that until Helium came out and made all those early investors in Bitcoin, and all those early investors looked like geniuses. Hey, they did it. It's right. And now we jump on all these projects that pop up thinking they might be the next Helium. And we did the same thing. And the reason is because you have YouTubers out there that FOMO. I was talking with Nerdy Dude about this at the NAB convention. And we were talking about certain YouTubers, and not that we don't like the people, it's what they do. And there are people and their subscribers, and you maybe some of them like what they do, and you like to hear about the new projects coming out, and so you stay with them for that. And that's why we try to give you some opportunities here and some new things coming out, whether we investigate or don't investigate it. And we'll tell you if we did or didn't. But I want to talk about today, right now, there's four areas that we're going to invest $220,000 in the next 45 to 60 days. You're going in the second half of 2022. And these are four areas that we are going to invest in. Now, Helium's had hiccups, and the Helium token is low right now. But Helium has real world solutions. And what we like about Helium is, you know, the hotspots right now, the majority of them are not really earning a lot. You're making, you know, 1.5 Helium maybe in a month. So you're making maybe $30, $40 on a hotspot on kind of an average, which is low. Token's low. But that's even low if it was double or triple that, right? You should be making more than that. Even, you know, where we are now, the growth of the network has slowed down. So here's what we're going to do. Helium now has announced that the light hotspots should become on sale very quickly, very soon. And some of them should already be out. I haven't found them yet. I've been gone. I was in Vegas, came back, and been working on this project, and we don't have internet up at this project right now because it's temporary. And Comcast and whoever the providers here want us to do a contract for a year. And so I got to drive quite a ways. Well, not quite a ways, about 5 miles to be able to get internet, to be able to do the videos. And I've been focused on there trying to get this up in the market because on the 15th, we know the Federal Reserve's most likely going to raise rates. And that is also probably going to affect crypto, which it shouldn't do. And this is why we're not real bullish right now on holding crypto. We think crypto can actually drop more. I think Bitcoin could actually drop more, but I am buying Bitcoin. You know, you buy Bitcoin on the way up and on the way down. And, you know, you just kind of dollars cost average. That's kind of a safe way to do it. But you also can get to feel Bitcoin on when it's down. If it's 38, like we were at yesterday, you know, then, okay, I think it's a good time to buy it. So we're going to probably dump in $120,000 in Bitcoin. Now, will we keep it all there? No. But probably $20,000 to $50,000 we'll keep in Bitcoin. So that's one area that we're going to invest in. Now, in that, we might even differentiate because I think that there's some others out there that have good potential. Is Helium a good buy? We think so. The token's a good buy. Or you can continue to buy the actual devices that now they're going to come out with the light hotspots. They should be around $300. So for $1,000, we can get 3. Or before, we were buying 1 for $1,000. Party Labs and CalChip Connect. Thank you very much. So will we continue to buy and build a network? Yes, we will. But we're going to slow that down. We're partnering up with another partner in South America, and we're going to build a network with their devices. And so we're going to put in, our labor and installation and so forth. They're going to put up the equipment. So we're partnering up to build out a network in South America, especially in the country where our main office is. So we're going to continue to develop a network. I don't know why. Because once the network is developed out, then we can go and sell to third parties, the end users, the actual product, right? So we can actually go and say, hey, you can use this product to right now, one thing that one of my engineers is big on is for the whole idea of tracking your animals, or even, to be able to I can't think of the name right now. Just slipped my mind. And I come back to it. But we can come back and we can help build that industry up, right? And so the idea is that we can help with third party, and we also then get paid in data. So we can earn more HNT by helping them develop their network, as well as on our hotspots that are in that area. We actually then we have our witnesses, but through that we'll process the data. So there's a win-win. We can charge for the service for the third-party client. Excuse me, I'm parked in the car here and I got a little distracted here. People come by here and trying to make a noise. I'm trying to. Hopefully this doesn't come out too noisy. But we can sell to third party, and we get paid by that third party to actually develop and consult them, right? Then we bring in all the devices and the sensors, and we help them establish that, right? Then we can put our data only hotspots in, and if it's our device in the area, then we also get paid for the data only. And then we also build out for the witnesses. So you get paid in 3 areas, 3 ways. Through Helium. I don't want to go into everything today, but that's an idea. So we still like Helium because we have an element of control in helping Helium develop something that's very practical and usable going forward. Okay. So Helium, we're going to continue. 1, in their token, we feel that should be a part of our portfolio holding, as well as Bitcoin, as well as Polkadot. I like Polkadot. Now, you can jump over to Algorand, and you can jump over to some others that are all Ethereum based too, because of where Ethereum's going. But you see they postponed now the 2.0. And so I think that, that might hurt them a little bit for now. But somehow I'm not big on Ethereum because that's centralized. I want to stay more decentralized. And I also want to stay with something that's more going to be practical going forward. What's going to come forward now? What's going to continue to develop forward? We got a lot of politics that are having influence. A lot of countries now passing laws, and they're not outlawing necessarily. You have New York wants to outlaw proof of work for whatever reasons. I mean, these hyped up reasons. And be careful, because the environment and protection environment is a propaganda that they use to fulfill their agenda, politics. Okay. I worked in politics for many years, not as a politician, worked with politicians for many years. And they told me the real life. We spent lots of times out on yachts fishing, and a lot of private time and time in my home, and presidents and vice presidents and congress people of other countries, and I got filled in on the reality of what takes place, because I would go out to them. I go to them and say, hey, we're doing this project and it's green. We want to help these people out. They say, well, we don't care. Bottom line, we care about is how much money you want to put into it, and what do we have in budget for it, and how do we justify that? So to ask for the request that money. How much is going to come back to us? And that's really, really what it came to in the end. Now, we can sell it as green, but there's only so much money they actually allot to green projects, and the rest of it is to these different types of criterias. Now, that's a whole other story. But be careful of anything that says green, 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 because it doesn't necessarily mean it's green. All right, it's just another more so probably propaganda, like Planetwatch. Planetwatch, they say they're noble. Planetwatch is not something we're going to continue to invest in. We're pulling out, we're cutting our losses, and we're pulling out, we're going to pay off all the people that we had suggested to buy these sensors in our little community. and then with these natives and so forth, these really poor people, I can't let them lose their $330 plus shipping it down to South America. So we're going to pay for that ourselves. So it's part of our budget, our $220,000, and we're gonna take an eat on that one. Where else are we going to go? Well, so we're looking at MXC. We're staying with MXC for now. I want to see more users, third-party users on MXC though. So it's a risk. So I might buy one more, then I want to see it run for a couple years and see and use it before I invest more into it. Got to give us a total of 6 devices. Right now it's paying. It seems to be the only one that's staying around 10, 11 cents. Everybody else has been dropping, Helium, Planetwatch, and others. So right now, if you have that, you can probably recover your money. But I want to see MXC. So we're going to stay with MXC, buy one more, but we're not going to invest a whole lot more in MXC. Where else are we going? Well, the future is the metaverse. Data storage, cloud storage is going to be a necessity going forward. Right now, it's an investment that's long term. We're going to invest in actually SC Prime, the XaMiner SC Prime company. And we're going to buy these XaMiners, and we're going to buy the relayers, and we're going to establish these, set this network up in South America, and then go to third parties and ask them, get them, contract with them to put their data into microfiche and put their data, or convince them to put their data that they have processed now into our relayer, through our relayer, and into our hard drives. So we feel that with the security level of SC Prime, as we mentioned before, we feel that with what it offers and what it makes it more flexible and more local for data storage, we are right now very bullish on SC Prime XaMiner. So that's an area we're going to dump $45,000 to $50,000 into. So there we go. We got our 3 coins, 3 basic coins we're going to be holding. We feel we're going to hodl for the future. We think there's going to be more downturn because you got the Biden administration come out with more. They're not being clear. Taxation is getting hit hard. The other ones, we're going to buy actually bots for day trading. Now you can day trade without having to buy bots, but then I'm day trading through somebody else's bot, and we just had in South America a bunch of those go under, and a lot of people lost their money. So I'd rather have my own bot. So we're going to day trade. The crypto market's here to stay, so we're going to get involved with day trading, and that's an area we're going to. Now that's something maybe not everybody can get into. SC Prime, you can get on the wait list. We'll put the link down below. And that's something you can get involved with. The Helium is something you can get involved with. And we can control that. We have an element of control, I should say, because we can go out and create that network and build that up. Now, if you're in the US, I would not be buying 4G devices. I would be buying 5G devices. Now, those are a lot more expensive, though. You're looking at $1,500, $2,500, $3,000. I think you're going to see come out this year. I don't know. I have no empirical data behind this, but what I've seen so far over the last year or so that we've been involved with Helium, you're going to see more devices come out cheaper than what FreedomFi is offering right now. I've seen others out there. We've mentioned that in other videos that are coming up with, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Nebra has one coming out, or somebody has one coming out of a 5G, and the price was cheaper. Now we'll see, because you need that small cell to go with it. That small cell seems to be the big bite, right? About $1,500 if it's indoor, and like $2,500 or something of that nature if it's outdoor. My numbers could be wrong there, but you got a price difference between indoor and outdoor, and I'd always recommend outdoor. Now you can take an indoor though and make it outdoor. With the small cells, you can encase it in. You can make your own outdoor devices. Just be careful and make sure they're waterproof and sealed up. There's ways to do that. There's videos out there on that. So that's where we are. For going into the rest of 2022, that's where our money's going to go. Last but not least, we're going back to real estate. We have this investment now we're doing, fixing up this house. We're going to sell it. So we're going to go in and we're going to actually buy land in certain areas where we see people moving to in the U.S. And so we're going into real estate, and we're going to develop something I did for years. That's where I was a CEO of a development company. And we're going to do that as let our crypto earn and let it set, instead of trying to live off the crypto with the company we have. We've been trying to do everything 100% crypto, but it's kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. So we're going to go back to traditional investing as well. Now, with the real estate market, with the Fed rates coming up and so forth, will that have an effect? Yes, it will. But will there still be buyers out there? Yes, there will be. You have to have this confrontation in the states between the red and the blue states. And that division is real, and the governments are not doing anything to mend that division. So you're going to have people leaving and going from red to blue, blue to red. So there you're going to have that real estate market, no matter what. Depends on where your price point is, who can qualify, who can't qualify. And that's where you need to be at. And so that's something we can talk about later as well. Now, what's that have to do with crypto? Well, you can actually buy now. There are actually companies out there that are doing the same thing, and they're on blockchain. So you can buy their token, and this is what they do, and you actually earn your money through value of the token. So you're basically investing in real estate investing. So you can do that as well. I don't know specifically. I have a good one to recommend at this point. I've only seen that starting out, and so it's new, and I don't want to jump into that as of yet. I'd rather go out and spend money on actually buying the land and controlling the land. I like to have more control. I don't want to be preached to or taught to or talked to like Planetwatch has done. They just tell us things. But anything we invested in this, the elements, we lost. We lost thousands of dollars, and I wanted them to succeed. I truly did. That's where we are. DeFi IoT, that's where we're going for the rest of 2022. There's other projects out there. If you see something else you think is very serious and solid, let us know, please, below. Let us know. And we'll review it. We'll take a look at it. I give my honest, professional opinion on these things. I say professional because I was an executive in an international company for 12 years. And I've run businesses for over 20 years. And I still am Chief Operations Officer for our business here. So please let us know. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give us a thumbs up. And we will talk to you. I hope this helps. That's what we're doing. It's not financial advice. It's what we're doing. Talk to you tomorrow.
We hope you enjoyed this segment of our video with DeFi IoT. Remember, we're not professional advisors. We do this as a business, as a hobby, and we study, we experiment, and we want to share it with you. If you can get some benefit from this, great. What we do is we go out, we purchase with our own money, and we experiment to see what true results are. We want you to be able to share in our experiences so you don't have to lose like we have. If you can win where we've won, fantastic. Remember to do your own research and your own homework. It's very important before you make any decisions. We will see you in our next video.